Hey, what is going on YouTube? So, wow, that was interesting. I made a video. I opened these 11 awesome JDM JNC cars and it wouldn't upload. So every 3 months or so, I have to reset my iPad because it just starts freaking out and doesn't let me do anything. So I had to do that. So now I'm going to make the video again, but this time they're already loose. So I'm just going to get right to it. This is an Ashima casting that I acquired earlier today. Hopefully resetting it helps with the focusing issue that I've been having lately. This is just a beautiful piece. One of the nicer looking Ashimas, in my opinion. I think as far as like the Tomica and Kyosho and even Konami go, I think Ashima is probably at the bottom of that pack. But they do some cool modified stuff. So, you know, this obviously has the body kit, and it's not a stock Nissan Cedric. It is a modified Nissan Cedric. It is a very heavy casting by Ashima standards. So, really cool car. It rolls really nice. And I did pick up another Ashima today as well. This one is a Skyline, the Japan Skyline, one of my personal favorite generations of this car. And this one is also modified, but really nice detail. This one has a nice pearlescent paint job, lensed headlights, brake lights. Really cool car, and another really nice roller. So a couple of pretty cool Ashimas to start this video. Next, I'm going to get into some Tomica Limited. I picked up three of these today. Now I think these are prior to the limited vintage, so they're not quite that nice, but I think they are a little bit nicer than the premium. Anyways, we'll start out with a Toyota Corona 2000 GT. It is 1/61 scale. These are metal body on metal base with rubber tires and tread in this case, and they do have opening doors, which I'm not a fan of in this scale, and you can kind of see why here, and that's pretty uncommon. Usually Tomica is spot on with the opening doors. Like this one here looks pretty good. The other side doesn't line up correctly, and they rarely do in this scale. M2 is horrible at it. One of the many reasons I'm not a huge fan of M2. But this Toyota Corona GT is a pretty nice looking little Japanese nostalgic casting. So I like that one. I like this one as well. This is also a Tomica Limited. This is a Nissan Skyline 2000 Turbo GT ES. And I am pretty sure this is another Japan Skyline. Now, I don't know if it's the color that does it, but these doors on this one, this would look so much better without the opening doors. Still a pretty cool piece though. You know, when these were out and popular, I don't think the limited vintage was out yet. So if you had never seen a TLV before, you would probably think, wow, this is a pretty nice little car. But once you see the TLV, you look at this and you say, it's okay. But it is a cool little casting. I like it. So that's my second Tomica Limited. The third one and final one is my favorite one. because it's a first generation Honda Civic and it looks killer. And the doors open and close real nice. They line up real nice. And I had a buddy growing up as a kid. My best friend as a kid, his mom had one of these. It was brown. It looked just like this, but brown. Awesome little car. And I think Kyosho does one too. It's either Kyosho or Konami, and I would really like to pick that one up. Really cool little Honda Civic. I really dig the wheels. They're the same wheels as the Toyota Corona, but a little bit brighter silver. But a lot of nice detail. A lot of painted trim. The headlights and grille look really nice. The brake lights look good. So really cool little casting. I really like it. I think I have 4 of those now because I also have the I might have 5. I have the Datsun Bluebird. Anyways, let's keep going here. So there's a company, for all you large scale collectors, you might actually know of this company. It's called Auto Art. They specialize in 1 to 18 or 1 to 24, and they make very good quality, very detailed, larger scale cars. They briefly, about 12 or 13 years ago, dabbled in the 1 to 64 scale. If you've seen my video, it's a ways back, but I picked up a Bugatti Veyron from Auto Art, and it's just an amazing piece. It's an amazing 1 to 64 casting. Anyways, tonight, I picked up a Nissan Fairlady 350Z, and it is a beauty. There is not a flaw on this car. Everything is correct. The wheels, the lines, the body lines, the stance is correct. It is straight up phenomenal. My only complaint with the car, one and only complaint, is the plastic wheels. But they are prototypical and the car looks amazing, so I can totally live with it because it's going to display very nice. That is the nicest looking late model Z in my collection by far. So much nicer than the Johnny Lightning. And the Johnny Lightning is nice, but the proportions on this one are a lot better. I think they're a lot more accurate, and I think it's scaled a lot more accurately. So that leaves 5 more. I guess I'll start these last 5 with this one here. This is my second casting of this vehicle. It's a Kyosho Toyota FJ Cruiser. I have it in orange, and I have now acquired it here in blue. I love the wheels on this. I don't know if the camera will pick it up because it's pretty dark, but these are some of the nicest steelies that I have seen in this scale. You can kind of see it here. Just amazing. The only thing I don't like about this casting is this stump that comes down, which you kind of need it to screw it onto the base. However, I don't think it needs to be that long. I think that's excessive. But otherwise, it is a really, really nice piece. It's got lens, headlights, and taillights. All the trim and weather stripping is all painted. And the front end on this thing is awesome. Although the A kind of came off. But just a really awesome piece, and it rolls really nice, so it's a great off-road vehicle, which I am a huge fan of. Especially the Toyota stuff, which you cannot hardly find. This piece here is a very interesting piece. I saw these, might have been the last time I met him to pick up some die cast. and they look amazing, but I picked it up and they don't weigh anything. And he kind of gave me a funny look, and he's like, yeah, they're made of plastic. But tonight, I was just looking at it, and it just looks so amazing. I was like, you know, I don't even care. I'm just going to give it a try. This is a plastic car. I don't know who makes it. He can give the story on it. I'm actually going to get him here on the channel here, I think, pretty soon. He is the toy pimp. He is pretty well known in this hobby, and he has some amazing stuff. And he's a walking Japanese automotive encyclopedia. So I am going to try to get him on the channel pretty soon, and he sells diecasts. So if you like Norev or Majorette or Tomica or Kyosho, he sells a ton of all of that. But anyways, you have to admit, for a little plastic car, this is amazing. It has lensed headlights and taillights. All the trim is painted and detailed. The wheels are just incredible. And then the coolest thing about this, it's only my second Skyline that has an opening hood. I have a Prince Skyline that has an opening hood. And now I have this Japan Skyline with an opening hood. And it's all plastic. This thing doesn't weigh. It weighs nothing. But does have rubber tires. So an interesting piece, but a very, very cool piece. Plastic car. But looking at it, you can't even tell. Alright, so that leaves me these last three. I don't know which order to do these in, so I'll just do this one first. So I just showed you the AutoArt Nissan Fairlady 350Z right there in silver. Well, here we have a Kyosho, same scale, Calsonic. Amazing, amazing car. It is sick. It's a lot like the Lexus that I got the other night. In fact, it's the exact same wheels or tires. That one was by Bugsy's, but I think Kyosho might produce those for Bugsy's. But this 350Z is sick. It is very well done. It's got a really nice body kit on it. The spoiler, a lot of nice racing graphics. It still has all the detail with the transparent lensed headlights and the transparent lensed brake lights. You got your side view mirrors. The sponsor badges on these cars for the size are impeccable. They are incredibly clear and legible. The Kyosho down there on the rocker panel, you cannot even barely, well, you really can't even read that with the naked eye. So, very well done. I like it a lot. Look at the rotors behind the wheels. That's just sick. I mean, that's just a ton of detail. Very nice. Very awesome car. I like it. I like it a lot. So we got two more. I guess I'll do this one next. This car is a very popular car right now. Not necessarily this casting, but the car. Hot Wheels is to thank for that. This is a company called Dido. It says limited edition 2003-2004 Dido. 1/64 scale Nissan Bluebird Rally type. There's the base. It's a brand I have never heard of. And it looks like it has a little bit of play wear, which some of these cars I've picked up do, but doesn't bother me all that much as if it's not too terrible. This one's not too terrible. I think that there was another fog light there on the bumper that popped off, but it's hard to tell because when you look at the bumper, I don't really see a spot where it could have come off of. So that may just be how it came. I don't know. But look at the headlights. You've got really cool looking prism lensed headlights. And then you've got the flat black hood. And you've got the Japan vintage racing look to it with all the sponsor badges. It just looks sick. I really like this car. Yeah, I think it is just one. I don't think anything's busted off of it. But yeah, I really like this car. It's one of my favorite JNC pickups of all of these Japanese nostalgic cars I've picked up the last month. This one is way towards the top of the list. The wheels on it are awesome too. Black Steelies. They look really good. It's hard with the lighting and the size of the wheels to get the detail. But awesome. Awesome little car. I would love to see Tomica Limited Vintage release this casting with a rally livery. It wouldn't take much for them to do it. They've already got the tool for the car. All they would have to do is throw some steelies on it and put some racing graphics on it. Very cool car. It does not, unlike the Konami. See, if you were to set this next to a Konami or a Kyosho, it would be hard to tell them apart. But this does not have the Konami sprung suspension, unfortunately. But it is a good roller, and it is definitely a good looker. Looks so much better than the Hot Wheels. So that leaves us with this last car. Oh man, I've just done so much awesome stuff lately. I did a video earlier this week where I showed, actually I showed a couple of these. These are the Kyosho R33 Nissan Skyline GTR 33. And they are sick. I've got it in white. I showed the white one and I showed the black one. So that's your Kyosho R33. Well, I was able to pick up tonight a Kyosho R34. And it is definitely nice. I really dig this car. I'm not sure, but I think this is the anniversary color. So the TLV GTR that I just picked up the other day, I'm pretty sure it's the same color as this. Also, the Greenlight Anniversary GTR is the same color as this, I believe. But amazing detail. Just amazing. This is one of the nicest Skylines in my entire collection. So clean looking. So well done. They really take a lot of care when they make these cars. And they just look phenomenal. So that's your Kyosho R34, and that is pretty much the video. I had a really good week with diecast, I think. These UCC Mercedes cars are so cool that I never would have gone out and bought them because I'm just not a huge... I mean, I like Mercedes, but man, I'm glad I made that trade because they are sweet. They're so nice. And I got some other cool stuff too that I want to show, but oh, look at these Mercedes. That silver one. And this one right here. That's a UCC Ken Mary. Pretty awesome. And then this Lamborghini is pretty dope too. That's a CM's diecast. I thought it was a Kyosho when I bought it, but I mean, it's as nice as a Kyosho. The detail on that car is as nice as a Kyosho. So, some cool stuff picked up this week. I still have enough content for 1 or 2 more videos, just some Matchbox and Hot Wheels stuff. But I wanted to show, I made a trade tonight for this. It's an older Hot Wheels, I don't know if it's an RLC release or if it's, I think it's part of their 100% line. But it's a Legends 4-car set. This thing was $129 when it was brand new. And these cars are pretty incredible. Here's the 57 Chevy from the set. So these are record holders. But this is just crazy. This might be the most detailed 1/64 scale Hot Wheels 57 Chevy ever produced. I mean, it's like, look at those white steelies. That's just incredible for Hot Wheels. The engine detail, oh, not 22 minutes, but let's see if I can get this. The engine detail is, it is really, really, really well done. So, very cool cars. That's one of them. Also comes with a little gasser, which is pretty sweet. I checked eBay and these sell, if they have the acrylic case, they go anywhere from like 30 to 50. I have the acrylic case, I have the styrofoam, and I have the shipping box, all in really, really good shape. This is the Challenger 1 that Mickey Thompson drove to break the land speed record. And this thing right here is sweet. It's ugly, but it's just sweet looking, and it's all metal. Just a ton of detail. So really cool. And then my favorite, and the reason I wanted it, is this last car, which I'm not even into this kind of stuff. But, so I guess this came out in 97. But anyways, this is the Watson Roadster. I'm not even into this stuff, but this thing just looked so cool that I just felt like I wanted to add it to my collection, and I got it for the right, I think it was the right deal. I traded away a Green Machine for it. And I'm very comfortable doing that. Why do I feel like... Anyways. So what do you think? Have you guys seen this before? I know it's I don't think this is too common of a set, but I know it's not a unicorn. Opening hood there, or bonnet. Just sick. Look at that steering wheel. So yeah, this is kind of why I wanted that set. But anyways, so I got that, and I've got a few other things that I want to crack open. But I will do that tomorrow after I get this diorama cleaned off. It is a total disaster. I got some stuff over there, parking plates Firebird that I'm going to send off to a buddy up north, as well as an orange Kyosho Countach. And I want to thank Chris again for the Lincoln Continental and the Retro Entertainments. And I want to thank the Toy Pimp for all of this awesome Japanese stuff, JDM and JNC, as well as that Mercedes Sprinter, which is top notch. You guys gotta get one of those if you like detailed diecast. So yeah, and I gotta get this cleaned off, and I'll be back cracking some more diecast. I'm still waiting on a couple things in the mail as well, so that stuff will make for probably a couple of really cool videos too. So anyways, I'll get this uploaded. Thanks for checking it out, and I will holler at the next video.